welcome to the next session. What we're going to have a look at now is how we can actually set up a collision test with our shopping cart. So in this case here, we're going to just deal with the movie clip over here, and we're going to give it a name, and then we're going to set up a collision test. So what we need to do is, first of all, much the same as the objects we originally start with, I'm just going to move this back up roughly into position. We need to actually make this a movie clip, so we're going to convert to a symbol, and we're going to call it shopping add MC, and it's going to be a movie clip, and its instance name is going to be MC shopping add. So we should be able to reference this quite easily in our collision test. MC shopping add. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is look at how this is going to work. So what we need to do is take our sock across. If we let it go and these objects are touching, so in the way of the movie clip is touching the sock, and we can actually change some of the order of this. We can actually modify and arrange, and we can send to back. So when it runs, the sock now should sit on top. So what we want to have a look at is if any of the hit registry points, so anywhere of the sock object is hitting anywhere of the cart object. So any overlap we want to know. So let's have a look at how we can write this. Well, we need to go back to our code and work out where it should fit. So at the moment, we can start our drag. After we've stopped dragging, we check its position and we'll return it. So we probably need to look at, well, checking the collision before we actually return the object back to its original spot. So we probably need to write a new function called f check position. So that's going to be our new function. So let's go ahead and write this function. So we'll come down to our functions, and I'll just write it underneath this one. So function f check position bracket bracket, and what we want to do is actually check the position of this. So we're going to set up what's called a hit collision. So if MC sock dot, and it's great now that we've actually got this hit test written. So there's an object that we can actually do, so we can use this method, the MC sock, and we can actually test to see if it's actually hitting our MC shopping add. So what we're doing here is checking to see if that's the case. If it is, what we're going to do is trace something like got socks. So that's all I want to see. Then it's going to automatically run its position as well. So let's see what happens when we run this. So we'll take this across. Oh, we've got an error in our line here at the moment. So we've got a right brace before the end. We need to end our if statement there. So let's have a look now. Right, we've still got an error as well. So we need to close this, go back and just check. So the error is duplicate function defined. F check position. Oh, we can't have X check position. We actually need to do the hit test. So what we probably need to do, we'll change check position to reset, and we'll call this function here function reset. So therefore we check the position and then we reset the position. So let's have a look and see how that works. That's much better. So when we go across here and we let it go, it tells me I've got socks. If I take that across, we don't know at the moment. And also it doesn't matter if we go onto these objects at the moment, because there's no hit collision written for any other object at the moment. So we can actually duplicate this now. So what we can actually do is copy that function once more. It doesn't matter if you've got 3 objects or 4 objects, we can trace those, hit the little line that sorts them out a little bit for us. We need MC shirt, here's another one, so we can actually check to see if the shirt is touching the shopping cart or if the rugby is touching. So I'm just pasting those in, and got rugby and got shirt. Now you notice I recycle a lot of code. and that just makes life a little bit easier. So I should get socks, should get rugby, and I also should get shirt. So all those collision tests are now working. So once we've done that, we can actually then do some other things. So what we can do is remove the reset position out of here, and we could actually put it in the bottom here. So after we check for a collision, so once we stop dragging, we can check for a collision. If there is a collision, we can do something. Otherwise, we can reset them afterwards. So it changes our structure chart a little, but as you know, if we close the program here and run it again, it won't actually change how the code functions. So it's up to you where you want this and how you would like to build this. So that's actually set up a reset for us. So that concludes this tutorial, and we'll have a look at some more objects in the next one.